and welcome back to Surrendered. I am so glad that you're here. I'm going to give you some reasons why sometimes you just need that break, whereby there's no noise around you. The clutter of life is slightly away from you. One, when you are in agony. Have you ever been in distress? Well, I have been. In several occasions, I've been in distress, not knowing sometimes exactly what things will come, how life will turn out. When you're in distress, that's not when you surround yourself with every person. That's the time you need to take a step and go to a distance just slightly away from people, so that if you need to get direction, if you need to hear God, if you need to think about that particular job. Let's take, for instance, you've been looking for a job and you have different options. You've been called for interviews and people are calling you to make a choice. Sometimes you need to sit down and ask yourself, what do I need in this job? How will it make my life better? What value will it add to my life? What are my goals considering my job and career choices? And when you're praying, you won't get to hear, hey, take that job or don't take that job. All those things that you hear around you can come and confuse the very goal that you have. Jesus, before he went to be crucified, he would tell the pain, he would be in agony. He actually was in sad mood. Even his closest friends, the disciples, could not feel with him the pain he was in before he went to the cross. And he told them, stay just a little, just be here, keep awake with me. I think that is in Luke chapter 22. Allow me to go. Because as long as he stayed with them, maybe they would just hear, oh, our master is going to be crucified. But there are instances in life, nobody will share your pain, nobody will feel with you, and the path you're in has been divinely designed for you by God. And no matter how many people you care to tell, oh, I'm going through this, do you understand what I'm going through? Sometimes it is unnecessary to tell the people who are around you even what you're going through. Unless you really feel a burden to tell them and you feel they will pray for you. Jesus himself did not even tell his disciples, he just told them, stay awake, keep awake with me. My hour is about to come. At that particular moment, he was in distress, he was in agony. What do you do when you're in agony? Exactly, what do you do when you're in distress, when you're discouraged, when you're hopeless? Many times, we continue to be hopeless because there's noise around you. You haven't been able to filter. But being in solitary moment, being in solitary places is not necessarily being lonely. Sometimes we get confused and we think when we're in solitary places, we are alone. Being in solitary moments does not necessarily mean you're lonely. It could be you're seeking your moment with God. And that moment with God is the one that clarifies that one issue, that one dilemma, that one position that you need clarified. Number two, if you need to make an important decision, sometimes you may be trying to draw a budget, simple like that. Sometimes you may be trying to prepare for guests who are coming to your house. Those are important people. You could even be preparing for an exam. Let's say, for example, an exam is a big deal for all of us. So you need time away. The same way you need time away, even from your family. Sometimes your own family can be the crowd when you're preparing for an important task. And if your family knows that, they will understand. So if you are in a crowd and you can never be allowed out, get away from that crowd so that you succeed in your important project. I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes I have been so tired. I've given out all my energy. Is it at work? Is it in school? Is it in church? Is it maybe even at home? Sometimes you feel drained out, and I've noticed when I am drained, when I am overwhelmed, sometimes without knowing, I tend to display that in my conversations without maybe knowing. I will be absent in my mind. I'm there physically. I'm there maybe talking, but I can tell I'm not quite there. But you know who notices when I am not quite there? The people who need me there. So when you need to recharge, you need to be away from your crowd. Not a bad thing. Your crowd will be okay even when you're away. But sometimes they may even tell you, oh, don't go away from us. But you need a moment away from everything that you do on daily basis. Once in a while, wherever you are, you need a break. You need to be away and you need to recharge. Guess what? When you recharge, the people you love to be around, they enjoy your presence more. They enjoy being with you because now you're not giving them the remnant of what has happened after you're spent off, after your emotions are down. When you are emotionally drained, there's nothing you can give somebody who is looking for emotional support. When you're spiritually drained, there's nothing you can offer somebody who needs hope. You need to step away from the crowd. When you need to recharge, we all need that. Then another thing, this one is very important, to focus. You know very well the power of focus. In most cases, you don't see things as they are. You see things as you are. So what are you right now? What is your focus right now? How is your strength right now? How is your recharge power right now? How are you strong enough right now? Have you given yourself some time so that you stop feeling overwhelmed in order to be of help to someone? One last thing, if you focus reading God's word, it will give you direction. And you know, sometimes we have said we haven't heard God, but it is because we haven't searched God in the letter He has written to us. Everything that we need to hear from God, He has written it. But do we bother reading it? Do we have time? Yet we have time to just be everywhere, except spare that one moment. If you truly believe God speaks through His word, spend time, focus on reading what He has written for you right there. There are days when maybe my son can come in and ask me, Mom, this or that. If I had had a conversation with my child, maybe in the past, and he repeats the same thing, the only way I can relate with him about that issue is, I had told you about this, I remind them. But they may not even be remembering if they didn't have focus. Don't you wonder, sometimes that is how we treat God. We go to Him, we tell Him about something, but He tells us, did you read what I have written about that particular need that you have in my word, in my letter for you? Another important thing that can give you recharge, it can give you focus, it can really give you precision, it is prayer. Prayer is talking to God. And I'm not talking about praying when you're praying with your family, very important. I'm talking about when you're in distress. Take a moment. Jesus took a moment. He is Lord of Lords. Now, who are you not to pray? If you're in distress, don't look for solutions first from your friends. Look for solution through prayer. If you haven't been able to cultivate a culture of prayer, I would like to help you. I want to demystify this thing like your prayer must be this long or this short. Prayer is just talking to God. Wake up in the morning, be intentional. For me, the word is intentionality. Wake up, talk to God about your need. Don't just say, hi God, and bye. No, wake up and be in tune with your Maker in the morning. It will help you. If you believe in prayer, it will help you see things in a clearer way. I just felt like urging you today to step away from the crowd, to step away from the noise, to step away from all those things that surround you in order for you to be of help to yourself first and to those who are around you. I want to say thank you very much. If you have ways that help you to manage what I'm talking about, if there are things that you do when you need to hear clearly, if there are things that you do in order to focus, kindly comment in this section below here. Just tell us, how do you normally manage to, to unwind, and then we will be of benefit to other people. As for now, it's a bye-bye, and I'm grateful. Just keep on remembering God is for you and God is for your relationship. Just keep on surrendering them to Him. For now, it's a bye-bye, and God bless you.